Welcome to the Hustle Wing podcast. Today we are joined by Larissa Russell-Hooten, the founder of Rework. She's going to chat to us about her idea today and just, generally have a good time. So thank you so much for sharing your time with us today, Larissa. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Great. Thank you for being here. So what is your software?
Yeah, so Rework is a job seeking and hiring platform that's human centric, and it's focused on a new metric using data um,
Okay.
to job seek and hire. Um, yeah, so it's it's a concept that um, right now, as I began kind of job seeking past few months after I left maternity leave, I
Oh,
realized
congratulations.
that yeah, new mom. Yeah, I was job seeking and realized, and I've job seeked over the years, but that it hasn't really changed that much. And in fact, I felt like it got a bit worse.
Yeah.
Like, wow, it's really hard, and really the same metrics are out there, which is just your education, your experience, which is
Mhm.
um, great for people who have it and not great for people who don't, which I think it's a
Yeah.
privilege to have education and the experience in a
Yeah.
certain field. And I personally have been working in the psychometric kind of data space for 12
Okay.
years and
Okay.
kind of bringing data into businesses and education at first.
Yeah.
And lastly, I was developing a product for career discovery.
Okay.
And yeah, then I left for maternity leave, and I'm coming back with kind of an idea to take all those pieces and
Mhm.
bring them together into something that can improve the industry, maybe disrupt the industry um,
Yeah.
on both sides, and kind of bridge the communication gap between job seekers and companies using
Yeah.
data as that metric, so that
Awesome.
a company can see the hardwired strengths of a job seeker before
Mhm.
they look at education or experience, so that they can make faster decisions, so that they can have qualified hires,
Mhm.
and that they can make more unbiased decisions
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
Um,
Awesome.
yeah, I can keep talking forever because I was thinking about it this morning. I'm really passionate about it. Not only that I've experienced it myself, but that's only one piece. There's so
Yeah.
many different perspectives of this problem,
Yeah.
um, and I really want to be able, I guess, a few things for job seekers to be able to apply to multiple jobs quickly in one click, because I think a
Mhm.
huge problem is it takes so much time to apply to one job. And
Yeah.
if you add in, you have another job, you have multiple jobs, you have a family, it's just so hard to get hired quickly because of the time it
Yeah.
takes. And even with data, I mean, that's still an issue.
Yeah.
So being able to have someone apply quickly to jobs, um, and being able to showcase their strengths up like first as the first thing to look at, kind of reinventing the resume in a
Yeah.
way. So I think the resume is not always the most effective, and especially with AI coming out, it kind of, everything is, it's easier, but it's then even harder to showcase your
Yeah.
strengths.
Yeah. That's
um,
so true.
yeah.
Awesome.
So
Okay,
that's it.
cool.
The long-winded version.
Cool, cool, cool. I love the idea. I definitely do. I do think it's very archaic that, everything is always based on experience and and education. I've been in a situation where, we've hired somebody who's educated but not necessarily, street smart. So it makes sense to look at the skill set that somebody has and then look at, okay, are you, educated? Are you in, I don't know, are you experienced, or are you this, or are you that? Like, I understand that that would be more important, but my question is, like, how do you create or define the skill set then? Because, like, how do I know if um you say you're a team player? Like, how would
Yeah.
I know that?
Yeah, well, it would be using an assessment that's measuring hardwired personality traits, key
Oh,
ones
okay.
like assertiveness, details, how you are
Okay.
introverted, extroverted. Yes, but taking those and not profiling, but defining
Yeah.
specifically those traits. And that's what I've been working with the past 12 years. But what I want to do with Rework, it was 25 minutes, but I want
Mhm.
this one to be like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something
Okay.
quick that anyone can do
Yeah.
easily and get that same information so that when you say, I'm good with details or I'm organized, that it's backed by data.
Right. Yeah.
So you're not just, saying, yeah, I'm a team player, but it says, I am a team player.
Yeah.
I can collaborate. I can communicate.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it's hard to define. You can say all these things, you can add all these skills, which I've had experience with, but it's how do I actually show that to somebody
Yeah.
in a third party kind of way,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, definitely. I
external
mean,
way.
like everyone's full of like these buzzwords, like I'm a team player, I am, a leader. And how can you be a team player and a leader? Like, so
Yes,
it's
it's
kind
all
of
over the board.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this so far. Okay, cool. So, you said you have 12 years experience in data?
Yes, yes. I started when I guess I was interning when I was in college. My
Okay.
my dad was in the space, and so I was like, oh, I kind of like what data does. It really helps
Mm,
people understand their strengths, and especially that's such a thing we go through throughout life is figuring out what we're good at or feeling like we're not good at things. And I
yep.
personally thought that I was just really bad in math and just not
Mm,
smart in math, I guess, in general. But I when I first took the assessment, it showed that I learned quickly, and then these different parts of myself. And with
yeah.
that information, as I evolved, even as an adult, uh, it just helped me understand myself in certain situations over
Yeah.
time. And even though they're hardwired, there's also ways that when you understand information about yourself, you can then navigate differently throughout the
Yeah.
world. So it's
Yeah.
not just, oh, that's me. It's more that I have information that I can use
Yeah.
effectively and like position myself in the best way,
Yeah.
and just understand myself better, because,
Yeah.
yeah, it's helped me a lot. Um, yeah. So, wow, I just blanked on the question that you
It's okay. I was
like
just
went
asking
through it.
about the you see the chat. It was just asking about the your experience and your story.
Yes,
But
yes, thank you. Oh my God. Baby brain. Yeah, so that's when I first kind of started. And after I graduated, I joined kind of the company, but in my own way, I was developing how can we get this into education? And so I had some trial and error with that, and then over time I've moved to the business side, and then I had an idea for career discovery using data. And
okay.
I think I've had a lot of twists and turns, and had to put my dream down and then pick it back up again, and had
Yeah.
different visions along the way. But I love seeing problems and figuring out how it can be solved, and mostly with
Yeah.
data because I was in the space for so long. Like,
Yeah.
how can data fix this, or improve it? Doesn't fix
Yeah.
everything, but um, yeah. So that kind of, and the turning point was really after I had my baby and kind of wanted to pivot differently and to kind of
Yeah.
start something on my own,
Yeah.
from what I've been doing. And that's kind of how I came up with Rework. And the name just came to me, and it was mostly out of reworking the system, reworking the industry.
Yeah.
um, yeah, so that's where I am. And um, I feel I feel very passionate about it.
Yeah, I can tell. Like it comes from inside. I can feel that
The
you
heart.
like feel it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So then what's the long-term goal? You said that you want to be a disruptor. Are you trying to, make this a standard for the whole marketplace in terms of the job market?
Yes, I really want to improve it. And I know
Yeah.
that the competitors are very large. So I think
Mm,
creating something that can also be put in the different places, like can be put on a LinkedIn, or can be put on applications, that
Yeah.
can be a plugin or a tool that a job seeker can use to translate their strengths into
Yeah.
that job posting. Kind of bring the data where people are already at, instead of just trying
Yeah.
to flock everyone to one place, which I think is
Yeah.
kind of unrealistic.
Yeah.
But yes, kind of up level the industry to be using these metrics. I think that's the most important thing to me, is to change it for the better and to
Yeah.
affect the 6.3 million people who are unemployed,
Wow.
to really, yeah,
Yeah.
make a difference. And even extending that all the way from students to people who experience homelessness, and just
Yeah.
because there's really a lot that can be done.
Yeah. Yeah. You can really help a lot of people. Amazing. Okay, cool. I'm so
Mm.
excited.
Thank you.
So, so what are your biggest challenges right now with rework?
Yeah, I'd say I address the competitor problem. That's, I guess, a business challenge, but um, getting getting the right people on the team,
Yeah.
developing it's the I would say the data is developed, but
Okay.
the kind of interface and
Yeah.
um, workings of that kind of
Yeah.
has not been developed.
Okay.
So
So more like
yeah,
the
kind of
tech side of it,
getting,
bringing it
yeah,
to life.
getting the players. Yes, exactly. Kind of
Okay.
building that team
Okay.
together, and really one of the things um, I would love is I have hypotheses, of course, of what I think the issues are, or the key things that people
Yeah.
need,
Yeah.
but really getting feedback, customer feedback, and really developing
Mhm.
something that people need,
Yeah.
but together, really understanding it from other perspectives is really
Yeah.
important to me. And that's probably my next step, even before I develop a
Okay.
full, because I have ideas of what features are most important,
Yeah.
but I want it to match what the need is for people.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you just kind of want general feedback on what you think, on what, job seekers want.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I plan on kind of building out a survey, and getting
Okay.
that really solidifying. Because I don't want to build something that then people don't want to use. I want
Yeah,
something
they
that
feel like, oh, this is
people
another
want.
thing I have
That's
to fill out.
yeah, yeah. Like, I thought I wanted that, but no.
Yeah.
What is the thing?
Okay.
Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah.
It does. It does. Thank you. So then what sort of assistance would you look for within our community then? So you mentioned the tech side. So we're looking at, you said you wanted to build like plugins. So would it be like a
Yes.
site and plugins?
Yes, a site, an app.
Hmm.
I think an app, and then yes, building kind of plugins utilizing AI.
Okay.
So someone with expertise in that,
Hmm.
because yeah, my expertise is mostly in data and a
Yeah.
little bit of design, but really someone who is people who are passionate about changing the industry,
Yeah.
and uh, yeah, our co-founders, people willing to maybe work for equity, things like that.
Yeah.
Kind of
Okay.
building out, yeah, a team.
Yeah. Okay, awesome, awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Larissa, for sharing your idea. I'm super excited. I can't wait until, people start seeing until I know what my skill set is, because I do not know what it is. I'm 100%, I shouldn't say this, but I'm 100% a buzzword person. I'm like, yes, I'm a team player.
Oh, me too. So, because until I can
Whatever you
use
need
it,
me to be, I will be it.
right? What does the job say? Yeah,
What was the
I feel
description
that.
again? Oh.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah, I feel
I love the idea though,
yeah,
because it will definitely keep people accountable. I mean, you can't really lie on surveys. If you're a procrastinator, then you're a procrastinator. It's gonna come out, especially if you word it properly. Then I've taken tests, personality tests, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it seem like I'm this, and it didn't work.
yeah. Well,
So
I
yeah.
mean, it's only a true weakness if it's in the wrong place,
Oh,
and
that's true.
you know,
That's so
so
true. It's such a beautiful thing to say. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And we're not all perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
we gotta give some human element in here. Because sometimes those job descriptions, I'm like, wow, I need to be a perfect human
Yeah.
specimen to fit this role, and that's not going to be me.
They are
But I
asking
can give you
for
these
the
things.
world.
Yeah, right?
All
Yeah.
right. Well, yeah. Again, thank you so much for sharing your idea. It's been amazing chatting to you, and I wish you all the best in future.
Thank you so much, Izzy. It was wonderful chatting with you as well.